evening.
Thank you. So, why Springfield?
I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
We can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world.
I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
How do you become the person you're really meant to be? How do you reach beyond what you thought was possible? The answer isn't about the destination. It's in the journey. It starts when you become part of something bigger, when you join a community that works together to lift each other up, a place where you form lifelong relationships and encounter life-changing experiences. It all starts when you go beyond. At Drury University, we take a personalized approach in combining hands-on learning, meaningful mentorship, and real-world results to make sure you have every opportunity to succeed in both your life and career. Maybe it's fusing your passion for research with your devotion to caring for others, or turning your love of learning into a lifetime of teaching. Maybe it's realizing a busy life doesn't mean you have to give up on your lifelong dreams, or using music to do something more than just entertain, or combining your entrepreneurial spirit with your affection for the arts. The path you take is up to you, but you won't be alone. Along the way, you'll receive mentorship from faculty who take the time to understand you, whether it's staying after class to look over an assignment, or just hanging out during office hours. Your journey starts here, but the Drury experience goes beyond the boundaries of the classroom and around the world. So get outside your comfort zone, join a club, play a sport, get loud, take center stage. Ask to have class outside just because you can. Fuse your brightest ideas with your best memories. And if you get knocked down, get back up. We'll be here for you. This is your journey. This is where you belong. Look around. This is where you become who you're meant to be.
Today will not be easy. But you did not choose the easy path. Easy is not who we are. We are Drury!
You will be tested every minute that you are out there. And you will be better for it. We are
Drury! There's no time for fear in this room. When I look in your eyes, I see focus. I see intensity. I see an unrelenting desire to be unstoppable.
You have been waiting for this moment, and your moment is here. Who are we? We are Drury!
Who are we? We are Drury! Who are we? We are!
And live from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 2 between the Drury University Panthers and the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. Hello everybody, Steve Casson, along with a whole host of folks that keep us on the air, Scott Lutzke included. And there's Scott from his studio there, along with Amari Johnson on camera and M. Perkins doing some ice level camera work for us here tonight. Yesterday's game was an exciting one, and it was a 5-4 shootout loss for the Drury Panthers. We'll take a look at the Cadence Insurance pregame show, look at last night's game. Of course, the Panthers now 5, make that 10-5-2. University of Iowa improves to 12-1-1 on the season. In the first period, goals by Francis Young-Menard, got his third. Also in the first period, it was George Keeley who gets his first. In the second, a shorthanded goal by Tisdale, and of course Wagner with a couple of goals, including a shorthander, and we finish the second period with a 1-goal lead for Drury. In the third period, Tisdale got his second and 8th of the season, second of the game that is. O'Connor also picked up one, and then Zillig with the goal in the third, and we ended the overtime, or make that the third period 3-3. Then we go into overtime, and kind of a strange scenario where the goaltender Justin Howard came out of his net to try to play the puck. It took out a Panther, and then on the ensuing breakaway, it was Raffone to get the breakaway from about the blue line in, and the winner for the University of Iowa. Let's take a look at some of the scoring now and the scoring leaders. And of course, for the Drury Panthers, Jacob Hawley, 9 goals, 22 assists, 31 points in 17 games, leads the team now in assists and points. He had 3 assists, of course, last night, 8 assists in the last 9 games, and 4 goals in the last 7 games. Second for the Drury Panthers, it is Keegan Ferguson now. 2-game assist streak, as he has now 15 total assist points in 6 of the last 7 games, including 4 goals and 2 assists, points in all but 3 of the games that he has played this season, and 4 multi-point games for him. Third for the Panthers in scoring right now is Ethan O'Rourke. He did not play last night, leads the team in goals, and in points he has 9 in the last 15 games played, averaging about 1.6 points per game. Fourth for the Panthers, that is Francis Young-Menard. As I mentioned earlier, got a tally in yesterday's game. The first goal of the game at 7:26. Holly and Tisdale also with assists on that. 2-game point streak and 7 multi-point games for him. He's second in the team in assists. He has 12 assists in the last 9 games played, averaging 1.29 points per game. As we move on to the fourth leading scorer, as I mentioned, Matthew Tisdale scored his 4th shorthanded goal last night, got an assist too. 2 goals and 1 assist versus Iowa recently, and he had 5 assists versus St. Louis University on November 3rd. 17 games, he has 15 points, averaging just under a point per game. Looking now at the Panthers goaltending, Joshua Robbins now in 7 games. He's 5-2 with a 2.12 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. Does have a shutout to his credit. He will be back in net once again for the Drury Panthers. In fact, for the Panthers, not much has changed tonight. Just a couple of changes on offense. Gage Robb is out, and Dylan Coles will be in on the line of Brody Behan and Xavier Abel tonight. But as we continue with the goaltending here, Grayson Skirpan in 5 games, 2-3, and then of course 5 games for Brett Sweet, 3-2 this season. Now we'll move on to their opponents and the Iowa Hawkeyes. And with Raffone's goal, he is now tied with Jack Roush for points, 18 points, each averaging 1.29 points per game. Sean Wagner is third with 15 points, 11 goals, 4 assists. And Drew Zillig, 8 goals and 6 assists, averaging a point per game. As we look at the goaltending core for the Hawkeyes, and once again they have 4 goaltenders that are listed on their roster, but Justin Howard has played every game. 12-1-1 with a 2.20 goals against average and a .928 save percentage, and he has done it all. Yesterday he was the goaltender, and really the only goaltender, that kept the Hawkeyes in the game yesterday. They do have a backup, and that tonight will be Carter Winborn. Cole Garver and Riley Starrett are not in the lineup tonight. As we look at the matchup for tonight, and if you take a look at the Hawkeyes, again coming in at 12-1-1, they have only scored 67 goals. The key, though, only 32 against. The Panthers with an 80-52 mark as far as goals for and goals against. But if you look at the special teams, it does favor the Panthers. Although nobody scored yesterday on the power play. In fact, the Panthers were 0 for 4 and the Hawkeyes were 0 for 3. But percentage-wise and total number of goals coming into today's game, 33.3% on the power play versus 15.9 for Iowa. So the Panthers on the special teams, usually when they get the chance, they have the advantage in that respect. That is the Cadence Insurance post-game show, or pre-game show. We do need a post-game sponsor, so if you'd like to sponsor, we would definitely like to have you, as the Panthers are now making their way out onto the ice. Referees for tonight's game will be Mark Marzola and David Hill. Once again, Garrett Limpert will be the linesman. And in just a second, we will talk to Kevin Klein, or we'll hear from Kevin Klein, as he will do the honors at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Let's join him now.
Inside Jordan Valley Ice Park for tonight's regular season ACHA matchup between the visiting University of Iowa Hawkeyes and your Drury University Panthers. Your official scorekeeper and clock operator for tonight is Ryan Robb. Tonight's officials, Mark Marzola and David Hill, linesman Garrett Limpert. Penalty box officials, Brad Brown and Sean Worth. Steve Casson, Scott Lutsky, and Amari Johnson with Web Sports Radio are your broadcast team. And our music director is the Magistrate of Melody, Mick Ashlock. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Iowa Hawkeyes. At left wing, number 16, Blake Brenshevsky. At right wing, number 98, Sean Wagner. At center, number 27, Jack Roush. At left defense, number 8, Brian Raffone. At right defense, number 3, Nick Tiggs. In goal, number 32, Justin Howard. The Hawkeyes are coached by Kevin Brooks and Jake Holtz. And now, Panthers fans, get loud as we meet the starters for your Drury University Panthers. At left wing, a freshman from High Prairie, Alberta, Canada, number 81, Keegan Ferguson. At right wing, a freshman from Courtenay, British Columbia, Canada, number 16, Matt Teasdale. At center, a freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 19, Jacob Hawley. At left defense, a junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 2, Neil Serrato. At right defense, a junior from St. Paul de Abbotsford, Quebec, Canada, number 13, Francis Young-Menard. And in goal, a sophomore from Blackie, Alberta, Canada, number 31, Josh Robbins. The Panthers are led by head coach Jeremy Law, assistant coaches Cliff Cook and Brett Lathan. The Panthers athletic trainer is Sarah Robinson, and the strength coach is Corey Roy. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to continue standing if you're able, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena.
As the Drury University Panthers welcome Associate Athletic Director for non-NCAA sports, Kevin Boyer, accompanied by his niece, Shiloh Stats, for tonight's ceremonial puck drop.
This, of course, the final game for Drury of the 23-24 portion of the season. Panthers next at home. That'll be January 27th against Lindenwood. Take that back. That is not. That is when they will start once again at Lindenwood. They will be at home February 2nd and 3rd versus Maryville. So it's going to be a while before folks can see the Panthers.
How about a hand for Shiloh Stats?
Our ceremonial puck drop. And as I look at the schedule, not to confuse you all, but in reality, it will not be until February 17th. Those games against Maryville are at Maryville. So they have games up in St. Louis with Lindenwood, up in St. Louis with Maryville, and then a home and home with Arkansas. On the road February 16th, and then the 17th they will be home. So it's going to be a while before your Drury Panthers are back here at Jordan Valley Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. We are just about ready for period one action. Drury Panthers skating from the left to the right and from the right to the left. It will be the Iowa Hawkeyes. And quickly the Hawkeyes have possession. They'll bring it all the way down to the Drury end. It'll be chased by Francis Young Menard. Got a goal, the first of the game yesterday. Sent back to Neil Serrato. Serrato with 2 goals and an assist. Young Menard now with 3 goals and 19 assists. Puck sent all the way down. The goaltender, Justin Howard, directing traffic. Back behind his net, comes out in front, and a drive and a big save is Tisdale Matthew, who got 2 goals in yesterday's game. Had him shot there denied by Howard. Puck gets flipped up and out of play into the netting, so we'll have a face-off. But Howard tested right on. And the Panthers still scoreless here. Tisdale had a shorthanded goal yesterday, and at 19 seconds of the 3rd period to start it, made it a 3-3 game yesterday. Of course, if you missed it, it was an overtime victory for Iowa yesterday. 59 seconds into the contest, or into the period, that is. This contest here is 0-0 as Panthers have possession back out of their own zone. Sent ahead to Reed Mueller. Back behind the Drury net. Minute and 10 seconds gone in this first period. Puck at the half boards. Chipped out by the Panthers and sent all the way down. No icing. Too slow to get there. Puck is sent out to center. Chipped right back in for the Panthers to set it up again. Off the boards, they connect. Left side, now to the right side. Coming down and stopping is Gannon Stegel. Stegel chops at it. He'll work it down in low to O'Connor. Back to Stegel. O'Connor out in front. Stegel gets upended. Good play there defensively by Sam Selemy, and we get a puck deflected up and out of play. So we'll have a face-off with 18-12 to go in the period. Face-off will stay in the Iowa zone. Kane for the Panthers, Zillig for the Hawkeyes, and the Hawkeyes will win this one. Carson Hart to the far side. Flip back out all the way down for Devin Gilligan to intercept for the Panthers. Drury having once again trouble getting it out of their zone. Shot wide to the right side. Flip back out, a delayed offside, so the Hawkeyes will clear the zone. Panthers in their own end. Now getting upended in front was Patrick Labutis. We're going to get a penalty. The back referee calls it. And so the Panthers go on the power play. This will be a holding call. So here in the first period, it'll be assessed to George Keeley.
Penalty to number 5, George Keeley. 2-minute minor for holding. Time of the penalty, 2:19.
So the Panthers on the power play, 33.3% coming into today's game. We'll see what they can do here. They did not do anything in 4 tries yesterday. Puck behind the net, working it around is young Menard. Still with it. Up top, waiting it is Fournier. Intercepted. Wagner with the lead pass. It'll go to the left side to Roush. He has a break in front. He scores. Up over the shoulder of Robbins. And it's a shorthanded goal. The second straight shorthanded goal in as many days. It's 1-0 in favor of Iowa. And Iowa will be Roush's 10th goal of the season. Second shorthanded goal. Let me make sure I've got that correct. Nope, that is his first shorthanded goal. He has a power play goal to go with it.
Scored by number 27, Jack Roush. Assisted by number 98, Sean Wagner. Time of the goal, 2:51. Roush from Wagner at 2:51.
So Iowa takes the lead again. And I say again because after the Panthers took the lead 1-0 in yesterday's game, they were continually clawing back from a deficit. But Roush will get it, his 10th of the season. Wagner with the assist, and it's 1-0. And the power play has 48 seconds. But it's the second straight shorthanded goal, and now we get an offside called. Sillenpaw waited, but the offside was called with 16:23 to go in the period. Face off just outside the Iowa zone. Hawkeyes with it. Hart sends it all the way down. And Drury back at their own net. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Quickly get it across to Keegan Ferguson. Ferguson has a 2-game assist streak. Now we're going to get a penalty as getting slammed into the boards is Cody Larenko. So that draws a penalty. Now it'll be a 2-man advantage for the Panthers for 13 seconds. A 2-man advantage now for the Panthers with which to do something.
To number 7, Ryan DeValk. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 4:05. DeValk, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 4:05. The Panthers are on the power!
And they score! Hawley will get the goal right off the face-off. This will come on the second portion of the power play, of the 2-man advantage that is. So the Panthers quickly are deadly on the power play as the pass comes through, tipped in on the right corner. And Drury has tied this game up at 1 apiece. There's a issue apparently going on at the scorer's table. Now, actually, I think what they're going to rule, let's see if I can figure the time out here on when that penalty was. It was at, well, I'm wondering if this happens to be on the front end of the power play versus what they're discussing. So they're going to say it's a 5-on-5. They're going to say that this was on the second portion of it, meaning the first one had expired. So then it was a 5-on-4, and they're going to call the power play goal scored even though there's 1:47 left in it. So they're going to say it's a 5-on-5. And that's what is out there now. Or not. Hold on.
A power play goal! His 10th on the season, scored by number 19, Jacob Hawley!
Well, it doesn't matter now because the Panthers have come back and Neil Serrato will get the goal. That's what we need to do, is just let the PA announcer talk over everything and the Panthers score. It's been a while for Serrato. He had the shootout winning goal against Oklahoma State on September 15th. But it is another power play goal.
His third of the season, scored by number 2, Neil Serrato! Assisted by number 9, Dylan Cowles, and number 13, Francis Young-Menard. Time of the goal, 4:29. Serrato from Cowles and Young-Menard at 4:29.
So now the Panthers find themselves with a 2-1 lead, as right on the doorstep having to make a save was Robbins. Puck is taken away and cleared and sent all the way down. So the power play goal to Hawley, which is his 10th, and Serrato also with a power play goal. So now the Panthers are 2 for 3 with the man advantage. And we get an icing call here. Serrato with assist to Coles and Young-Menard to make it a 2-1 game. Drive in, and it'll be Howard to scoop it up.
This Christmas, Drury University Hockey is excited to join hands with Crosslines Resource Center.
14:19 to go in the period.
We're on a mission to collect toys for over 2,000 kids, and you can be a part of this heartwarming initiative.
We'll catch all the scoring up at the first period intermission. Drive comes in, save, Howard rebound after the face-off. It's tipped away, and all of a sudden some new life for the Panthers. Bucket centered. Ferguson wasn't able to connect with it. Now, Panthers angry as getting pushed down. It was Teasdale. In fact, he got pushed into his own bench too. He wasn't happy with that either. Play back in the Drury end of the ice. Confusing part is I still have the penalty up on the board. Drive comes in, it gets deflected up and out of play. We're going to get a penalty here. Behind the play. Referee Mark Marzola is calling a penalty here. It's a cross check. Actually, both referees are calling a penalty. Both players are getting cross-check. They will come up on the board. So a cross check assessed to both players. Really don't want to hear the announcement from the public address announcer. We might get a goal here.
Iowa penalty to number 16, Blake Brenchevsky. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Panthers penalty to number 21, Sam's. To number 16, Matt Teasdale. Hawkeyes penalty to number 21, Luca Golding. 2 minutes each for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 6:31. Golding and Teasdale, 2 minutes each for cross-checking at 6:31.
Meanwhile, we get a whistle for another penalty here. So Tiggs is going for a hook, and then there's a slash. So once again, additional players going into the penalty box. We're already at 4-on-4. So these penalties will not go up on the board. They will be 2 plus a whistle. Well, we'll catch Kevin Klein telling us what's going on here.
Iowa penalty to number 3, Nick Tiggs. 2 minutes for slashing. Panthers penalty to number 37, Patty Labidas. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalties, 6:56. Labidas, 2 minutes for hooking. Tiggs, 2 minutes for slashing.
That's the call there. We're caught up on all the penalties. Shots 5-3 in favor of the Panthers. They lead 2-1 with 12:38 on the clock rolling here in the first period. It's been an exciting one already. Panthers across the line, working it through is Stegel. Stegel still with it, waiting for Serrato to catch up. His shot is deflected away. A lot of ice out there, 4-on-4 now. Puck is sent back. Setting it up for the Hawkeyes. 40 seconds left in the Coincidentals. Panthers with it. At center, here's O'Connor. He gets double teamed, and he'll go to the bench. Salemi for the Hawkeyes. Tried to pass it out to Raffone. Doesn't connect with him. Brian Raffone, tied for first, has a goal in 4 games now, with the one yesterday. Behind the Hawkeye net, into the corner now. Hawley had it go off of his stick. Power play, or excuse me, the Coincidentals are over. We're back to 5-on-5. 11-12 to go in the period. Puck one-handed by Tisdale. We come the other way, in and a save by Robbins. Puck comes back through. Robbins will see it sail wide. Goes to the corner now. Raffone there. Stuck off the half boards, rimmed all the way around. Maybe a chance for the Panthers to clear. They're not able to. 10:54 and the clock rolls here in the period. Stays in. Here is a shot by Hart that is steered into the corner. At the half boards once again, Panthers still can't clear. Sent back behind the net. Working it is Tisdale. Puck is taken away and finally cleared. Tisdale tied for 5th, had 2 goals and assist yesterday. 4 shorthanded goals, as we mentioned. He had 5 assists against St. Louis University on November 3rd. Drive comes in, blocked. Good stick check by Sillenpaw to get his twig in the way, and here comes Tyler. Panthers work a 4-on-3. If they can get it into the zone, they do. Sillenpaw stops up, looking for a shot in front. Howard makes the save. The rebound into the corner. Puck is flipped up, hits the netting, and it will stay possibly inside the zone, and it will. 10:03 to go in the period. Face-off one, puck is kept in the Hawkeyes zone. Worked all the way around. Lorenko to chase. His like 77 is there. That's Radish. Now out to Roush. Salemi to start things back over for the Hawkeyes. Final game of the 23 portion of the season for the Panthers. They are not back at home until February. Be on the road with Lindenwood and Maryville. Puck cleared all the way down with 9:19 to go in the period. If you look at Iowa's schedule, we'll get to it in a second here, as the Panthers have a 2-on-2. They bring it into the zone. Here is Kane, that is, gets a shot off, save by Howard. He was from behind the net when he got the shot off, and we're going to get a puck played with a high stick. But he got the shot off, it hit Howard, and as Howard moved forward, he had to look behind to see if it was in the net. But if you look at Iowa's schedule, Iowa does not play until January 12th and 13th. And one of those games is against the University of Illinois, and it is an outdoor game. They play at the Rosemont Outdoor Rink on Friday, January 12th. That's going to be fun. And they're not back home to Iowa until January 26th and 27th. Pucks it in. Howard will make the stop and he'll hold on. Those games on January 26th and 27th will be against Roosevelt University in Coral Ridge. Draw one, taken by Iowa. Panthers quickly get the puck out. They're going to send it all the way down, and no icing. It's been waved off. Good play by Keegan Ferguson to wave that off, but the Panthers squander that opportunity. Now they get it out to at least the line of the Hawkeyes, and we come the other way. Iowa in the zone. Centering pass is touched with a hand pass, and we will have the play come outside the zone. Now some pushing and shoving as some of the Panthers, I believe that's Holly, didn't like the shot taken after the whistle. Now we're going to get penalties after all that. And is it just one? It's a misconduct. Going into the penalty box is Luca Golding. It's going to be 5-on-5 still, as Golding will be assessed 10 minutes. Shots now updated to 9-7 in favor of the Panthers.
Hawkeyes penalty to number 21, Luca Goulding. A 10-minute game misconduct. Time of the penalty, 11:57. Goulding, a 10-minute game misconduct at 11:57.
Well, we're going to have to verify that. I don't know if he got a game. It might have just been 10. So we'll verify that too. Puck at the line, 7:37 to go. To the corner, puck is flipped out to center and all the way down. So DeVolk causes the icing, and we'll have a face-off, or are we not going to get an icing on this? Just a stoppage in play, 7:25 to go in the period. .722 remaining, puck into the corner. Rimmed all the way around. Looking for it now is Lourenco, and it's taken away and cleared out to center ice. Panthers almost had possession when underneath the stick of Tyler Kane. Line of Labutis, Lourenco, and Kane on right now. Puck into the corner. We're 5-on-5, a 2-1 lead, and now it's a 2-2 score. After the first save by Robbins, it gets put home by Drew Zillig, his 9th goal of the season, and that is a 5-game goal scoring streak for Drew Zillig. Be his 9th of the season. 2-2.
Scored by number 88, Drew Zillig. Assisted by number 2, Carson Hart, and number 5, George Keeley. Time of the goal, 12:59. Zillig from Hart and Keeley at 12:59.
And in that 4-game goal streak, he has 6, make that 7 goals. So actually, it's a 5-game goal streak, and he has 7 goals now. Puck deflected up and out of play. All this coming in the first period. All these goals. It started out shorthanded for Iowa at 2:51. Roush. Then Hawley gets a goal. I believe that's a power play goal. And then Serrato's goal may not be, although they kept the penalty on the board, and I tried to look. They scored so fast, I thought I saw 4 on the ice, but maybe there was 5. And then Zillig with a score to make it a 2-2 game. Shots even up at 10 apiece now. .636 to go in the period. Puck is won. Panthers not able to keep it in. And Drury still not able to get possession, as Robbins will make a save on the shot from the half boards on the left side. 6:15 remains. Coming up at the first period intermission, Matthew Tisdale will be our guest. Second period, we'll have Riley O'Connor. And again, these are interviews that were ones that we did about a month ago, because it's really been a month since the Panthers have been home. At least to where we can get interviews with them. Lead pass tipped ahead. Panthers are offside, as Abel had it tipped, and then by the time Bien touched it, Abel was in the zone. 6:06 to go in this period. Roush and Zillig sandwiched in between Hawley and Serrato for the Panthers. And it's a 2-2 game. Panthers are able to clear just enough. They finally move it out, but we're going to get an icing call. Icing will bring it back into the Drury end of the ice. Panthers come in at 10-5-2. They are 2-3-2 at home. On the road, they are 8-2. Iowa 12-1-1. At home, they are 9-0-1, and on the road, they are 3-1. Shot from along the goal line, saved by Robbins. Rebound out in front, poked, and the Panthers are able to clear it out to center. Racing hard was Coles, but the Hawkeyes turn the other way. Drive comes in, blockered into the corner by Robbins. Cleared out to center once again. Panthers will have it in their own zone as Iowa is able to make a full cell change. Panthers looking a little slow getting it through the neutral zone. Oh, they almost had too many men on the ice, and I'm not sure that they didn't get away with one there. As 2 players were getting off, 2 were coming on, but 1 played the puck. Now we get a whistle for a stoppage, and as it hits the net, we will have the face-off come outside the zone. 4:33 to go in the period. Goals yesterday by Francis Young-Menard, Matthew Tisdale, Riley O'Connor. Iowa had a goal by George Keeley, Brian Raffone, Drew Zillig, and Sean Wagner with a couple. Now play low along the goal line in the Panthers zone. 2-2 contest, 4:10 to go in the period. Sillenpaw. Outlet pass. Panthers have it to O'Connor. He gets ridden into the boards, back behind the net one-handed. Puck taken away. Panthers not able to grab. We come the other way. Keeley. We get a whistle for stoppage in play as it's gobbled up by the goaltender. Mentioned George Keeley, 1 goal, 1 assist yesterday. He has 3 assists in his last 5 games that he's played. So he's making it count points-wise when he's in the game. This is his 9th game. Play at the half boards, still kept in by Iowa. Hawkeyes with a drive, goes wide. Panthers not able to clear. Good stick work there defensively by Gilligan. Puck flipped off the boards and cleared to the referee's crease. Turned the other way. Wagner. He'll bring it in. We get an offside though. 3:17 to go in the period. Offside. We'll bring it back out across the line. Panthers win the draw once again, or the Hawkeyes, that is, win the draw from the Panthers once again. That's one thing Drury has had a hard time with, winning faceoffs. When they can win it, the game goes their way. When they're not able to win it, it's a tough time for them. We'll see what happens remainder of this game and this period with 2:55 left and a 2-2 contest. Robbins makes the save there. 2:53 remaining in the period. 2-2 contest. Serrato, who now has 3 goals, clears it out to center. And the Panthers will go back into their own zone for Serrato. Off the boards, and we get a whistle for a puck out of play. Serrato had previously been scoreless in 6 games, and he gets a goal here. Obviously happy about that. Another save by Robbins. We'll do it again with another face-off. Panthers do win this one, though. They cannot clear. Kept in left side. Drive and a blocker save. The rebound as Tigges got that one. Panthers do clear it. Raffone off of his stick, sent down in where it'll be Althoff. He'll race in for it. Down to 2 minutes remaining in this period. Again, first period intermission guest will be Matthew Tisdale. An oldie but goodie, as they say. Robbins makes the save, the rebound to the far side. Doesn't connect, and out to center, it's reset. We're going to get a delayed offside, so everybody clears the zone, gives the Panthers a free chance to get out and have some room. Here's Young Menard, has some room left side. Gets around one. Young Menard centers it right through, and Tisdale almost missed. Well, he did miss. He almost had it. Puck up. Ferguson keeps it in. Ferguson with a drive. It sails high. Into the corner. Right side. Schmitz now with it. Schmitz looking for a pass. Good deflection away by Howard with his goal stick on the side of the net. And is able to deflect it from an intended target. Panthers have it again. Well, they did as Hawley looked behind him and they got his pocket picked. Less than a minute to go in the period. 2-2 contest. Steve Casson along with Scott Lutzke, Amari Johnson doing main camera work, and M. Perkins also. Thanks for joining us. Puck flipped out. Panthers will have it, a lead pass. Driven down by the captain, O'Connor. We're going to get a penalty. This one is a delayed call, and the Panthers touch up, and it's against them. Or we might get both, but Stegel we know is going for sure. Looks like Stegel's the only one. 3 penalties, 6 minutes. Assessed to the Panthers. Not exactly happy with this.
Gannon Stiegel, 2 minutes. Check from behind. Time of the penalty, 19:33. Number 23.
So checking from behind is the official call. Now with 14 seconds remaining, just the first power play now for Iowa. Left side drive right out in front, save, rebound, loose, and another save. A volley of shots trying to give Iowa the lead, and we are 2-2 after 1 period of play. But 21 shots on Josh Robbins. Justin Howard of Iowa only faces 10. Power plays, the Panthers, well, we'll double check. They're either 2 for 3 or 1 for 3, and then the Hawkeyes are working on their first. It's Roush and then Hawley to tie it up, then Serrato to give the Panthers a 2-1 lead, and then Zillig with the goal, his 9th. 2-2 is where we are after 1 period of play. 10-5-2 are the Drury Panthers, 18 in the Central, 12-1-1 are the Iowa Hawkeyes. They are number 3 in the Central. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from Matthew Tisdale of the Drury Panthers. We'll do that in just a moment. 2-2 after 20.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
We're back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Joining us is Matthew Teasdale of the Drury Panthers, the freshman out of Courtenay, British Columbia. You have 3 goals on the season. 2 of those are shorties.
Yeah.
So are you that kind of guy that just got lucky with that, or do you kind of hang out? You're a cherry picker.
No, I wouldn't say that. I guess I just got lucky. I got a lucky chip at the right time, and
there you go.
Won the race to the net.
I wasn't accusing you of being one. I was just saying that, it's always nice when, I've heard where guys are going to the bench and they're getting ready to go off, and all of a sudden the puck's on their stick, and there they go. So
I mean, I'll take it.
Things like that, yeah. So what made you decide the Drury Panthers?
Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do after my last year of juniors last season, and then Jeremy called me and gave me a good offer, so I decided why not. Might as well try something new.
Coach seems to be very persuasive when it comes to getting players to come to his team. What appealed to you?
One of my buddies that I used to play for, my biggest factor, he was my teammate back in the day, came and played in Missouri. So he was really good, like, helping me come here. He sold me on it pretty good. And then Jeremy just, made it sound like a pretty good place to come and a nice city.
If you hadn't got that call,
yeah,
what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Oh boy, what day is it? Probably at the bar with my friends or something. I don't know. Or working somewhere.
So he saved your life, is what you're saying?
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding, but
might have kept me out of trouble for a little longer.
Absolutely. But seriously, you think that's what you'd be doing, or would you be in school or anything like that? Or?
No, I'd probably just be working somewhere. I don't know where, but we're doing something like that. Trying to get my life together.
But now you kind of have that ability to do that, and you've got 4 years to think about it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
That's a great question. I have no idea. So far I'm just taking kind of random classes just to see what I might be interested in, but still searching.
Yeah, I think you've got, well, technically you have 2 years to declare what you want to do, but at that point, maybe you don't want to just take a bunch of randoms and then you have to catch up because those 2 years you didn't get the prereqs in. So
yeah, I'll find something that I like or find interesting, but so far I'm just going with the motions.
There you go. Matthew Tisdale is joining us of the Drury Panthers. So if you take away the points that the leaders have, which of course is Jacob Hawley, Keegan Ferguson, and Ethan O'Rourke, your 3 goals tied with Patrick Labutis. Do you feel like you're one of those guys that, other than your top line, just throw them out because those guys are doing what they're doing? But do you feel like you're that kind of go-to guy, the next generation of that?
I wouldn't say I'm the go-to guy, but I think I can handle my own. I think I could go out in any situation in the game and not screw up too bad. I think I'd be reliable in any position. But I wouldn't say I'm the only one. There's a bunch of us out there that can do that.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what the whole team mentality is all about. Is anybody at any given time can get out there and do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And this obviously is a team that right now is kind of on that wave a little bit. You win 4 in a row, you lose 2. What's the mentality you think of everybody coming in now with these games being 4 and 2?
I think we definitely want to get back in the win column. We were having a lot more fun. It was a better energy in the room, I think, when we were winning. But yeah, so hopefully we can get back in the win column and make our stats look a little better.
Has hockey always been your favorite sport?
Yeah. I started playing when I was 4 or 5, and I've been doing it ever since.
Canada is obviously a big hotbed for hockey.
Yep.
When you were playing, did you have to go on those long road trips like everyone had to, or did you have teams pretty close to you?
No, because where I'm from, it's like a little island, and our league was just based on that island, so our furthest trip was about 3.5 hours. So I never had any of the long weekend overnighter trips.
That's got to be nice.
It was nice. You get to come home every night, which was convenient.
That is very convenient, because I know, even here, some of these trips, when you're coming home after a game at night, it's 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes. That's got to be tough.
It's weird. It's definitely weird, like changing your hours or leaving either game night or wherever we played. We left at like 5 in the morning. It was definitely weird, or getting home at 8 in the morning. A bit of change of pace, but it was cool. It was a good experience.
Matthew Teasdale is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Which is different? Hockey in Canada, hockey in the United States? Or let me ask, I don't want to say which is different. What's the difference? There has to be obviously a difference.
I think there's a different style, I guess. When I first got here, I didn't really feel like I had any chemistry. I didn't know what the guys were going to do. So I think it's just a different style. Like the coaches have different plays and whatnot, but overall it's the same game. I think you can adjust pretty quickly.
Sure. Who is your favorite NHL player?
My favorite player? That's a good question. I'll go with old Brock Besser. Why not? Hometown player.
There you go. Now, is he someone who you mold your game after, or just your favorite player?
Not necessarily. I just think, I don't know. I like his style. I like watching him play. He plays for the Canucks back home, so I don't know. He's my favorite guy out there to watch for sure.
Didn't he get like 4 or 5 goals the other night?
You got a couple, yeah. He was on my fantasy draft, so it was making me feel pretty good.
Yeah. Don't even talk to me about that whole thing. So, Coach Law wanted me to get into a pool. I'm in a pool. I didn't want to go. He says, "Why don't you want to play?" I said, "Because I'm tired of being last every year." So, night 1, I'm last. Okay, I'm not last anymore. I'm second to last, but only by a point. Everybody else is taking off. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a long season, obviously, but I've been in pools before where they actually have awards for losing.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So it was great. That was the only time I actually won something. Largest point margin lost by. Most goals given up in the third period to lose. I mean, things like that. That was me.
Those trophies go on the shelf, eh?
Absolutely they do. So anyway, but that being said, so have you been in a pool that you've won?
Yeah, I won last year actually with my friends back home.
Nice.
Felt pretty good. Got a little money out of it, but that was my only one. So hopefully I can get another one this year.
Absolutely. So who's your favorite team then?
Canucks. Yeah, for sure. You got to support the hometown.
Did you like it when the Sedin twins were playing?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was pretty cool. We went and watched a game, me and my brother, when we were younger. And, yeah, I thought they were fun guys to watch growing up.
It's strange when you kind of see these guys and, you know when they became rookies, and even players now that are not playing anymore, and you're thinking, that was not too long ago. But hockey is a sport that, like any other sport, that you don't have much time in. You kind of have to make what you make out of it, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely goes by quick.
And that's, I guess, the next part of the question I'm going to ask you is, obviously, you'll have to make what you make out of hockey. So do you have any ideas, kind of what you want to get out of playing here? I mean, other than schooling.
Not really. I didn't necessarily have plans to keep playing after last year if I didn't get the offer to come here.
Sure.
So I'm pretty much just playing just to have fun while I'm doing school.
Joining us is Matthew Teasdale of the Drury Panthers. So have you been called your last name? I might have butchered it too, but have you been called something different?
The boys here have been calling me Teaser.
Teaser.
Yeah.
What other nicknames have you been called?
That's
ones-
about it.
ones that you
the
can-
ones I can say on here.
I was gonna
I'll
say.
go just teaser.
Yeah, ones that you can say. I'm sure there's probably ones that you'll have to tell me
There's
off
a couple
the air.
that I'll tell you in person, but off
Okay.
camera.
Absolutely. I saw your eyes light up like, nope, I can't tell you those. It's not going to happen. But that's funny. Who do you think then has kind of the, I don't know, I don't want to, if I want to call it cool, but an interesting nickname on the team?
Interesting nickname. I'll go with Jakey. We call him Big Tuna. I have no idea why, but that's just what he goes by now, I guess.
And I believe we've talked. Are you talking about Jacob Hawley?
No, Jake Lyons.
Oh, Lions. Yes, that's right. Yeah, talk to him about that. He didn't exactly tell me
No one really
why
knows
either.
why that's
Yeah.
his nickname, but it's there, stuck, I guess, somehow.
Interesting. All right. Matthew Tisdale is our guest, freshman out of Courtenay, BC. And one last question here. Who is kind of the most inspirational? Who kind of instills on the team, whether it's in the locker room or on the ice, just kind of peps people up?
I'd go with Ferguson and O'Rourke. They're my roommates too, so they definitely are inspiring to help me or to try and get me to keep my game up, see if I can catch their points.
Yeah,
they're the big mouths in the rooms.
They're also and you kind of can say they put their money where their mouth is because they're 2/3 of the top line right now. So
Yeah, so I get teased a little back home because their numbers are better than mine, but I don't know, they're good guys to have in the room. They keep the energy good. They give the boys some laughs.
do you get any tips from them?
Just do better.
Do better, put the puck in the net, and get some more goals.
Pretty much.
Well, like we mentioned in the open, you have 3 goals. 2 of them are shorties, so that's good. And at the interviews, I always wish players more goals, so definitely get a couple more. You know, if you want to get a couple more shorties, that's fine too. I mean, you're the only one that has shorthanders on the team.
I'll take them. Why not? Yeah.
All right. Well, I wish you more goals.
Thank you very much.
Matthew Tisdale is joining us. Thanks for doing this, Matthew.
Not a problem. Happy to be here.
Thanks so much. We'll take a break. More hockey coming up in a moment.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. It is a 2-2 game. I do have some updates for you. And we know that Hawley scored a goal in the first period. Lorenko and Fournier with the assists. Serrato also, Coles and Young Menard with the assists. From what we saw, the Hawley goal was scored with 1 second left, which would mean that the Hawley goal is a power play goal like I believed. Serrato then should be a power play goal. At this point, we will go with it with our stats and try to confirm and clarify. But that is what we believe has happened. So at this point, Panthers 2 for 3 on the power play. Hawkeyes, remember, still have 1:33 remaining with theirs in a 2-2 contest. Now the Panthers are making their way out onto the ice. And this time they will skate from the right to the left. Iowa from the left to the right. Shots 21-12. Getting the time of the Hawley goal, which is now 4:19. Was one thing I was missing. So we're ready to go here, period number 2, trying to get a lot of things straightened out, including scoring for you. And here we go. Remember, the Panthers are shorthanded for 133, and quickly, puck comes in, and there was somebody in the crowd that just screamed, and it sounded like a whistle. And everybody was confused. They stopped play because they thought it was a whistle. And I think we're going to have an announcement made. They're going to make an announcement. Faceoff will come in the Drury zone. But the Hawkeyes had a great chance into the zone, and it sounded like a whistle. There it is again.
The stoppage in play was not due to a referee whistle. It was due to a whistle in the stands. Fans, please refrain from blowing a whistle.
Now there you go. Here's Wagner. Power play with 113. Shot missing wide from the left side. Banging his stick was Roush. Puck is cleared and sent all the way down. And in reality, it's down in front of us, and I really think it's a scream. Somebody is screaming, and it sounds like a whistle. Brought back down into the Drury zone. Left side now, power play, 50 seconds. Puck sails through. Nobody is there to grab it. Once again, taken by the Hawkeyes. Wagner gets pushed into the boards. Now a trio of players for the Hawkeyes. Wagner digs it out, comes over to the corner now to Roush. He'll have it with 32 seconds remaining. Roush's shot is blocked, goes off the side. Somebody's without a stick. That's Fournier in front. He does not have a stick. Lost it up on the left circle. Fournier, he'll take the man, push him against the boards. Now he'll grab his stick. Shot off the side of the net. And carried through by Wagner. Had 2 goals in yesterday's game. One was a shorty. Now a drive, and it's blocked in front by Serrato. Picked up, Wagner shoots, it's blocked in front. Rebound out in front, tipped in and score! Jack Roush, behind everybody, will tip it in. It is an even strength goal. The power play had expired. It's 3-2 in favor of Iowa. You can just see him waiting at the doorstep to tip it in, and Roush will get his 10th goal of the season. Take that back, that'll be his 11th, his 2nd of the game. So Roush with his
Hawkeyes goal, scored by number 27, Jack Roush, assisted by number 5, George Keeley, and number 98, Sean Wagner. Time of the goal, 1:38. Roush from Keeley and Wagner. at 138.
So again, his 11th of the season. Second straight goal for Iowa, and they take the lead 3-2. Right side, Hawley. Shot is blocked. Drop down in low. Tyler Sillenpaw tried to get it out of harm's way, flips it out to center. Shots 22-12, favoring Iowa, and they have just done everything they can. And now we're going to get a tripping call as the Panthers' Caleb Schmitz gets upended. So Zillig will go, and that last whistle let Golding come out of the net, or excuse me, come out of the box. But in is Zillig. Power play number 4 for the Panthers.
Hawkeyes penalty to number 88, Drew Zillig. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 2:39. Zillig, 2 minutes for roughing.
So roughing is the official call. Panthers on the power play. A chance to tie the game, but they have to get control. Puck is cleared, and Stegel will come back in his own zone, using the net for some defense. Stegel peels around one, now a second Hawkeye. Stegel gets pushed as he brings it into the zone, and then it's cleared. 1:30 remains. So it'll be Sillenpaw. Brought down with 1:19 to go in the power play. Panthers trying to set it up. Flipped up. Grabbed by the Hawkeyes. They'll have it, bring it in the Panthers zone. They already have one. That's too many men as the puck was flipped back out to a player that came off the bench. Too many men. It is a penalty and a two-man advantage for the Drury Panthers. A golden opportunity for the Panthers now. As they finally figure out who's going to serve this. Looks like Carson Hart will be in the box to serve.
Hawkeyes penalty, a 2-minute bench minor for too many men on the ice. Penalty will be served by number 2, Carson Hart.
So the Panthers have a two-man advantage, and a drive comes in. Tisdale sent it up high. 49 seconds remaining in the two-man advantage. Fournier, he'll bring it over to the half boards. Now Fournier with a drive, save, score! It's a goal. Now they're going to discuss. Justin Howard thought it was tipped in with a high stick, but they're going to discuss this one here. We'll see if we can take a look at it. Was it hit in with a high stick? I don't believe it was. It's a goal. Or are they going to call a penalty prior to the goal? Now I'm trying to figure this one out because they put a Panther in the box. Scott, can we see that replay again? To see if there was anything that may have caused that. And of course, replay is not cooperating with us right now. So I don't know if this is after that the penalty is being called. either way, we'll have to wait for any kind of explanation here. But we know that there is Amari. Who's in the box?
Number 16.
Okay, so it is Tisdale in the box. But they haven't taken anything off the board yet. Well, I don't understand. If it's a goal, then we should have just the 137 left. This means it's a power play goal. 3-3. Okay, wait a second. So they put the two.
Panthers goal, a power play goal scored by number 16, his 9th of the season, Matt Teasdale. Assisted on the play by Louis Fournier, number 76, and number 19, Jacob Holly. Time of the goal, 3:57. Teasdale, his 10th of the season, from Fournier and Holly at 3:57. Panthers penalty to number 16. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalty, 3:57. Teasdale, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct at 3:57.
Interesting scenario there. He just gets the goal. Then he's in the box. So now we're 4-on-4 as we had a short power play. And in 40 seconds, it'll be a short power play for the Hawkeyes. But it is 3-3. Tisdale's 9th. And that is his 5th power play goal. Panther gets run into the boards. Play continues. Goes up top. Working it around for the Panthers was Fournier, that is. Drive gets flipped up, down, and it is touched by Fournier. We come the other way. Fournier with it. He'll bring it through. Power play now for 22 seconds for Iowa. They're working on power play number 2. Drive from the corner by Labutis goes wide. Now centered up, blocked in front. A good defensive play there by the Hawkeyes. It's taken away and cleared and sent out to center. Backhanded by Schmitz. Now we're back to 5-on-5 as out of the box is Tisdale. Kane throws his man to the half boards. Where a penalty is coming up now. This one will go once again against Iowa. There's the initial hit. Then you see the stick in the midsection there. Two minutes on the board to Wagner.
To number 89, Ryden Mueller. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 6:15. Mueller, 2-minute minor for slashing at 6:15. The Drury.
And it is indeed Mueller, number 89, not 98. Puck mixed into the corner and cleared and sent all the way down. 1:34 remaining in the power play. This is a golden opportunity. 5 now. 5 power plays for the Panthers that they work on. Puck stolen though. Comes in shorthanded. A drive saved by Robbins as Zillig was looking for a shorthander. Drew Zillig has one already this season. Now Sillenpaw. 1:07 to go on the power play. Drops it down low. Working it around. Puck taken away, cleared, sent down, and no icing as they're killing the power play. Panthers get it up quickly. Stegel into the zone. Off of the stick of Labutis. A bouncing puck. This might be a break. Coming in short-handed is Golding. Drive, and a backhander missed. Golding cuts through the crease, and then he's asking the officials for a penalty, and the officials say play on, so we do. 30 seconds to go. Getting pushed down is Ferguson. Fans wanted a penalty. The officials say, I didn't call one on the previous one. I'm not calling it here. Play continues. Now the hitting starting to pick up. Ferguson cross ice. Cross to Fournier right side. Fournier looking up top to young Menard, but instead he'll drop it down low. Pass is intercepted around Ferguson and cleared all the way down. Stopped by the goaltender Robbins, but the Panthers are not able to get possession. They do tip it out now and get it out with 11:40 to go in the period. Second period intermission guest will be Riley O'Connor. Hope you'll tune in for that. Fournier. This pass goes over in front of the Drury bench, sent all the way down. Shoveled over to the near side to Hawley. Centering pass gets deflected. 3-3 contest here in the second period. We're not halfway through it yet. Puck sent down, Robbins off the boards, flips it over to the near side. Works it to Cowles now. Line of Dylan Cowles, Brody Bean, and Gage Robb is out today, so it'll be Xavier Abel in. But they change up, and now it's Hawley's line. Puck sent in through the crease. Cowles. He's playing out there along with Stack, Hawley, and he's going to go. Fournier's on. Abel comes on. So in the midst of a change are the Panthers. Shot snapped through. Abel is able to clear to Cowles, and it's out to center. So the Panthers having a hard time here. They're going to ice the puck too. 10-11 to go in the period. Faceoff will bring it back into the Drury, into the ice. So if you joined us late, goals in the first period, shorthanded Roush. Then Hawley, we believe, on the power play for the Panthers. Serrato also on the power play, was during a two-man advantage. Zillig for Iowa, and that made it a 2-2 contest going into the second. And then it's been Roush with his 11th. Tisdale on the power play for the Panthers to tie it up 3-3. Panthers with a drive, it's Parrots to get the goal. CJ Parisi, that is, for Iowa, up over the Drury goaltender's shoulder. And it is Iowa taking the lead once again at 4-3, and that's been typical with Drury here this weekend. As soon as they either take the lead or tie the game, they fall behind once again. So CJ Parisi will get it, his 6th of the season. And Iowa, here in the second period, has taken a 1-goal advantage once again.
Hawkeyes goal, scored by number 73, CJ Parisi, assisted by Nick Tiggs. Time at the goal, 10:09. Parisi from Tiggs at 10:09.
Stoppage in play as we get a face-off. It'll come in the Iowa zone. So the Panthers, what I was going to say was they were a little late changing, and that gave a good opportunity for Parisi to get his 6th of the season, the Lake Barrington, Illinois product. Panthers will have possession as it comes all the way down to their own zone. Young Menard has trouble with it. Stolen. He is able to tip it away to Doggett, who's able to clear it out to center. big hit at the line, and Francis Young-Menard will get called. They're going to call him for putting an elbow out. Let's see just exactly what happened here. See if indeed, that looked like a clean hit. Looked exactly like a clean hit. He didn't leave his feet. Hit him in the letters, but the officials, which we are not, say it's a penalty. Third power play for the Hawkeyes. 5 penalties, 10 minutes for the Panthers. 8 penalties, 24 minutes for the Hawkeyes.
Francis Young-Menard, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 10:47.
So they're going to call it cross-checking. And we'll give it to him if his stick was up. Puck to the corner to Wagner. Now up high, working left side, a drive-in save by Robbins on the shot by Roush, and it's cleared. 28th shot now applied. 28-17 are the shots officially. Here is Raffone. Off the boards, right out in front, big save. Came off the boards and then around to Keeley, who got a drive in and a save by Robbins. Now Wagner in front. Power play is 58 seconds. Calling for it was Roush. They did not connect, but there's Roush on the back door. Shot in, Robbins save, and he'll hold on the shot by Keeley. 49 seconds remaining. Face off in the Panthers zone once again. They cannot clear Ken Drury. Shot in, Robbins with the blocker save off of Zillig's attempt. Zillig in front. Hawkeyes still with possession. 33 seconds remaining in the power play. Came a little bit too far for Radish, and it's cleared all the way down. Panthers will change up. .16 remaining in the power play. Gilligan into the corner. He's triple teamed, dug out by the Hawkeyes. Mueller waits, but a shot comes in, save, and the rebound by Zillig, and the power play is expired. Right out in front, Gilligan is able to clear. This will be an icing call, though, as the power play had expired. 7:03 to go in the period. Face off back in the Panthers end of the ice. Tisdale in to take the draw. Panthers do not win. Shot just missing wide. Drive, score from the right point. DeVolk will get the goal that is his first this season with Iowa, and they have taken a 5-3 lead. Second straight goal for the Hawkeyes. And they have taken the worst lead in hockey, a 2-goal advantage. DeVolk with his first.
Hawkeyes goal scored by number 7, Ryan DeVolk, assisted by number 19, Nicholas Lamberg. Time of the goal, 13:08. DeVolk from Lamberg at 13:08.
So the Hawkeyes now taking their largest lead of the series. They have led by 1 several times, but this is their largest, a 2-goal lead. And the Panthers now with 6:29 to go in the period find themselves in the hole. You get one here quickly, and it's a different game. But now, losing his stick was young Menard. He's going to chase. Puck comes right out in front, and Robbins, after the tip attempt, will have to make the save there. Things getting a little chippy now. Face off to the right of Robbins. Puck won and cleared out to center. Here's Ferguson. Shot down. Ferguson gets bumped off the play with 6 minutes coming up. Shot ran right on the doorstep. It gets deflected just wide. Panthers, as they get another shot in front, and this time it is Howard to make the save as they were right on the doorstep there. .547 to go in the period. Puck won and cleared into the corner. Flipped by Sillenpaw, and it's out to center. So the Panthers, if they get a quick one here, are back in this hockey game, then they're not in familiar territory. Trailing by 2. Good stick work there by Sillenpaw as he puts Radish. Now a drive comes in off of the shot of Zillig. We come the other way. 3-on-3 for the Panthers. Bringing it in. Now here's Hawley. Right over left side. Score! They worked it to perfection, and Tyler Sillenpaw will get his first goal this season. It's a 5-4 game now. Or is that Ferguson? 81 or 11?
There's goal! His 11th on the season, scored by number 81, Keegan Ferguson! Assisted by number 19, Jacob Hawley, and number 16, Matt Teasdale. Time of the goal, 15:01. Ferguson from Hawley and Teasdale at 15:01.
So it's now a 5-4 game, and the 11th for Ferguson. And Sillenpaw is still looking for his first goal. I gave it to him, but it wasn't his. It was 81, not 11. But it was the 11th goal for Ferguson. So the Panthers now with the worst lead in hockey. At least they're trailing by the worst lead. 5-4 now Iowa leads. Labutis. Puck flipped out. Oh. Rabone losing his stick. He's wondering what happened. Well, he lost it at the same time he was trying to grab the puck. Officials say play on. Puck stolen. Deflected away. Now we're going to get potentially, as Eltoff gets pushed out of the way. I thought we were going to get a penalty. Officials say play on. Shot comes through. Missing wide into the corner off of a defensive stick of Young Menard. Swiped at, but not cleared by Doggett. Far side again. Doggett looking, but got the puck stolen. Now it pinballs through. Serrato has it, clears it out to center, and out of harm's way. Shots now 34-20. Panthers slow to get it out of their zone. Again, Doggett is able to clear, but it's ricocheted back into the Panthers' end. Serrato. Stegel trying to catch Iowa in a line change. Here's Doggett, and he gets knocked down as he was waiting to shoot. Now out in front, a drive by Gilligan is deflected away. Officials letting players take liberty now. Several penalties should have been called on both teams. Sillenpaw to stip it away. Delayed offside. Wagner gets back on. 1:58 remaining. Here is Gilligan. His pass sent all the way down, no icing. There was a player on the opposite side, which was Sillenpaw, that negated the icing. Panthers around their own net. Sillenpaw. Work it back to the corner. Goes to Ferguson. His pass intercepted. Hawkeyes will drive it in. And we get an icing call. Icing will bring it back into the Iowa end of the ice. .125 left in the period. Blast in, stopped as the shot by Fournier was denied. Hawkeyes come in 5-4 in favor of Iowa. Panthers out of their own zone. They work it to Hawley left side. Hawley spreads everybody. Now a drive in by Ferguson, misses high and wide. Less than a minute to go in this period. 5-4 Iowa. Now a opportunity out in front by Bills, and the rebound attempt is covered up by Robbins. Keeley looking for that one. We came in a 2-2 game. We're at 5-4 now. 5 goals in the second period. Roush and then Tisdale to make it 3-3. Parisi and DeVolk made it 5-3, and then Ferguson here in the second at 15:01 with his 11th makes it 5-4. And now we're going to get a penalty. It's a 5-minute major up on the board. Not quite sure why a 5-minute major has been assessed to Salemi. But we will hear from Kevin Klein.
18, Sam Salemi. 5-minute major for spearing. Time of the penalty, 19:18. Salemi, 5-minute major for spearing. Time of the penalty, 19:18.
So again, we'll have to double check. Now, generally, officials can call a major plus a misconduct, so 5 and 10, but looking like it's only 5. So they counted it as not as egregious. Well, what this means is, for 4 minutes and 51 seconds now, the Panthers can score at will. Barring any further penalties, this penalty will not expire. And we're only 25 seconds left in the period, so the Panthers will start the next period with a power play, again, barring any other further penalties. Panthers would like to get one here. Here is a drive, and it's blocked. Came from Stegel. They keep it in with 10 seconds. Now it's back out to Sillenpaw, though, with 7. Panthers bring it across. At the line with 2 seconds, and that'll do it. As Sillenpaw got a shot at the last moment. So 4:17 remains in a major penalty. Oh, we've got some additional issues going on in front of the goaltender, Howard. Looks like everything, I believe, is okay. Officials separating everybody out. $12 shots on Howard in the second period, 2-period total of 22. 15 shots on Robbins, 2-period total of 36. In the second period again, Roush and then Tisdale for the Panthers. Parisi and DeVolk made it a 5-3, and then Ferguson his 11th, 5-4 after 2 periods of play. Again, the Panthers are on power play number 6. They have 4:17 left in the major penalty, and they can score as many times as they wish and still not be back to full strength, again, barring any further penalties. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear from Riley O'Connor. We'll do that in just a moment, as it is a close one, a 5-4 lead for Iowa, the worst lead in hockey. Don't go anywhere.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
We're back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers, a sophomore out of East Grand Rapids, Michigan. And Riley, welcome to the team.
Yeah, thank you.
So you've got a goal and 3 assists so far in kind of an early season. Obviously, great to get that first one, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. It was good to get off my back.
This is a team right now that has, I don't know, you're riding a wave or something. I mean, you win your first 4, you lose your next 2. What's the thought right now with this club?
I mean, we don't really think of last weekend as like who we are, like just an off weekend for us. You know, we got a good chance with SIU this weekend, so I think it'll just be like a big bounce back weekend to show like the country who we really are.
Why did you decide to choose to come to Drury?
Well, last year was a little different, obviously, with different coaching. Coach Kenyon, he just really talked to me about the program, and I liked what he had to say. And they also have like a good biology major, so that was another reason why.
So now you mentioned it's a new coaching regime. What are your thoughts about the way the head coach Jeremy Law and assistant coach Cliff Cook are running things?
I've really liked it so far. It's been obviously like a much better team this year. Practices are higher intensity and just a great group of guys overall that we've all seemed to bond really well, and a lot better team this year.
You guys feel the pressure that really any spot is up for grabs?
No, not really. I think if we stick to our game plan and play how we know we can play, we'll be just fine.
Speaking of that game plan, anything, you don't have to expose it, but anything that you guys know that you're going to have to do differently as you head through the rest of the season?
Maybe just one thing, not get too high and then obviously not get too low. Like, just stay the course and just like I said, continue to play our game.
I guess the term is kind of buying into things, trusting the process and the system and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Who is your favorite NHL player?
For me, probably Zach Parise. I'm a Minnesota Wild fan, so basically my whole childhood he was on the Wild, so I got to grow up watching him a lot. I was kind of mad when they traded him, but I just like the way he works and grimy player.
Did you ever put him on your fantasy team?
No, I'm not much of a fantasy hockey guy. I'm more of a fantasy football guy.
Really? So is football one of your favorite sports then? Or you just like playing football, fantasy football better?
Yeah, I like fantasy football better. It's like I don't have to do the lineup every day, and I just grew up watching football a lot more than hockey because my dad played college football, so just kind of taught me to like football, I guess.
What got you interested in hockey then?
I'm from Michigan, so Michigan's obviously a big hockey state, and I was too small to play football. I was pretty small growing up, so my dad turned me to hockey and put me on the ice, and was onward from there.
What position did you play football-wise?
I played wide receiver. That really didn't last long, and then I tried tight end for one game, and then that was about my last game playing football.
So not much. You didn't play that long. You just long enough to realize, okay, I might want to watch it rather than play it.
Yeah, I played for about 1 year, and I was like, this is not my thing. And then my dad put me in hockey, thankfully.
There you go. I'll tell you what, as a wide receiver, same thing. I tried it one time. Then I got laid out. I made the catch, and I got laid out. I was like, okay, this hurts too much.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a different hurt, isn't it? Because in football, when someone hits you, it really hurts. But in hockey, it's not a big deal. You get hit, and you don't feel it as much. Maybe it's all about how you like the sport, but it's different, I think.
I would say, for hockey, like, the adrenaline's rushing so much, you really don't, feel getting hit until, maybe after the game or the next morning when you wake up and be like, oh, this really hurts.
Sure.
So, yeah.
It's got to be tough. Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers. So do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got one brother who goes to the University of Minnesota, and then I have two younger sisters who also play hockey for Bell Tire.
Now, did you all kind of get together and play hockey? Maybe, garage or pond or pickup or anything like that?
When they were old enough, we used to play, mini sticks in the basement, and then my dad built the outdoor rink in the backyard for a couple years, so we all used to play out there until 1, 2 in the morning until we get kicked off. So yeah, we grew up playing a lot together.
That's got to be fun. Okay, so I come from Southern California where I didn't know what it was like to live in cold states. But for you, cold's not a big deal. Plus, you get the added benefit of just walking outside and grabbing a rink, so to speak, right?
Yeah, it's crazy here. It'll snow 1 inch and we'll get a snow day from school, but back home it's got to be 2 feet or still got to walk to school.
That's crazy. Plus, like you say, it's midnight, 1 o'clock, something to that effect, and you're out there playing hockey. That's got to be fun.
Oh, it's a blast. There's nothing like it. Favorite part about being home is just cold weather, and me and my buddies will go snowboard off the back of a truck a lot, just get a string and pull each other off of it.
Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Do you remember a goal that sticks out in your mind, whether it's high school or anything like that? Do you remember just a goal that you could describe?
Yeah, I would say I was out playing in the EHL 2 years ago, and unfortunately one of my good buddies died, and so I went back a week after, and we were up in a showcase up in Worcester, Mass, and it was first period, and one of our guys cut it around the net. And I was just sitting there, and thankfully he gave me the pass, and I tucked it. And it's probably like my favorite memory goal.
Yeah, it's got to be tough when it comes in a situation like that.
Yeah, for sure. It meant a lot to me, though, so I was really happy to get that.
Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Did I ask you who your favorite NHL player is?
Yeah, Zach Parise.
That's right. And so coming from Minnesota, was the Wild always your team?
Yeah, I mean, my dad's from Mankato, so he taught me growing up. You have to like the Vikings, the Wild, Twins, and I mean, I love the teams to death, but it's not been enjoyable being a Minnesota fan for most of my life, so.
Yeah, they seem to be okay now. I mean, at least they're talked about in the playoff picture right now.
Yeah, we seem to make it to the first round, and then we always lose, it seems like.
Oh, I see. So they're the Atlanta Braves of baseball, right?
Yeah,
Something to that effect. As Riley O'Connor is joining us of the Drury Panthers, who is the most inspirational on the team right now?
That's a good question. I'd probably say Patty Labutis. I mean, just every day, like, he just inspires me. Like, keep working hard. Like, he has a great attitude. He's one of the captains on our team. Just gets the boys going every day and gives us a lot of energy, which I love.
Who's the best chirper?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd say probably Keegan Ferguson or Ethan O'Rourke. Those two seem to have a lot up their sleeve.
Well, and they're on the same line, so do they chirp between each other?
Like at a different guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it a couple of times. Those two will just be firing away at one guy, and the guy will just skate away because he's got really nothing to say to him.
That's funny. Who is the best dressed on the team?
Ooh, best dressed. I would say Brady Kangas. He had an all-red suit against Maryville, and it was pretty cool.
That's funny because since Maryville is kind of reddish in color,
yeah.
Did he deliberately do that?
I don't know. I didn't ask him, but I just saw him walk in the locker room. I was like, geez, that's a nice suit you got there. And all the boys seemed to love it.
Nice. I like that. That's funny. When you're out on the ice, do you have any goals or anything that you want to accomplish? Like after the game's over, you say, okay, I did X. I got that. I accomplished that. Or do you not really think about anything that maybe you personally want to make sure you do during a game?
I mean, the only thing for me is just like working hard, like work the best I can, and then I just say to myself, over time the goals and assists will come. But if I just work the hardest I can, I know good things will come. So that's just usually my mindset going into games.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an orthodontist.
Work with teeth.
Oh yeah, one of our close family friends at home runs like a orthodontist practice, and she gave me like the ins and outs of it, and it seemed like pretty cool. So that's why I chose biology at Drury.
So all I know about orthodontists are that they don't really have a schedule. I mean, it's a very easy schedule. Maybe they work Monday through Thursday, and sometimes they take half days away, and they're always busy. But yet, it's a great schedule, and you make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's one thing I like. Make a lot of money. But no, I was talking to her, and she said she usually just works Monday to Thursday, and then she takes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which I would like a lot.
Yeah, got to be nice. Then it's time to go watch some hockey or do whatever you want to do, or go play or that kind of thing. Is it going to be back in Minnesota, or do you have an idea of where you might want to go?
It's right in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Like 10-15 minutes from my house. So around there.
Speaking of Grand Rapids, I mean, you had other choices, obviously, in that area. I know, like Ferris State's there, and a couple of other teams are there. But you decided, no, you're coming out this way?
Yeah, I mean, I've lived away from home for, this will be my 5th year, because I was a freshman last year, and then I did prep school for 2 years in Vermont, and then 1 year of juniors in Philadelphia, and I don't know, I just like being away from home, like, just have my sense of freedom, you know. And
sure.
Missouri's not too far, it's about 9.5 hours, so I thought it was just a good fit for me.
Do your folks and family get to come down and see you?
Yeah, my dad and my grandpa went to the Milwaukee games against Marquette, and then my mom is coming down November 17th against ETBU.
That'll be nice. Get the family here, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what else would be nice is more goals, and at the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals. So you've got one. Get some more.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, Riley O'Connor has been our guest. Riley, thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, be back. More hockey coming up in a moment.
Tri-Lakes Marine started with Pat and Eric working out of the back of their service truck, repairing boats and keeping folks on the water. Today, Tri-Lakes Marine is the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state. At Tri-Lakes Marine, you will find in stock Yamaha outboards, G3 aluminum fishing boats, and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats. And Tri-Lakes Marine is still a full-service dealer with a complete Yamaha service center because maintenance matters. We take care of our customers. Check out our full lineup of boats and motors at Tri-Lakes Marine, 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
We're back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Still trying to confirm exactly what the penalty is to Selmy, because of the fact that the public address announcer mentioned 5-minute misconduct. Well, it's a 5-minute major and a 10-minute misconduct, so I do not know if there was a little confusion there or what. I have a link to the scorers table, and hopefully they'll let me know just exactly what it was. Still no information on that, but once we get that, we will let you know. So, teams have made their way out onto the ice. Okay, so it is indeed a 5-minute major and a 10-minute it's a game misconduct. 5-minute major and a game misconduct. So we're ready to go for the third period. That means Salemi is out for the remainder of this game. 5-minute major and a game misconduct. They also have to put the penalty back up. So there should be 4 minutes, 51 seconds left in the penalty. Now they put 4:18. That is not correct. Now they're taking it off and setting it back up again. That's still not correct, but either way. We're back to action on the power play. Puck cleared all the way down into the Drury Panther end of the ice. The ice is still wet. It's sticky back behind the net, as Robbins had a hard time passing the puck. Play is in the Iowa zone. Puck flipped off the boards and kept in. Sent over to Young Menard. Drive in. It's deflected back behind the net. Taken away by the Panthers. Hawley, left side, drive, and it gets deflected up on a good sliding play. Ferguson's shot was deflected defensively by their assistant captain, and Rabone. So good play by Rabone. Panthers keep it in though. Drive in, blocker saved by Howard. Panthers still with it. Hawley settles it down. Fournier gets around a sliding Raffone. Now he tried to do the Michigan move back behind the net, and it didn't go in. Puck taken away and cleared. 3:06 left in the major penalty. Panthers bring it across the line. They're changing also. Here is Fournier with a drive in, gloved by Howard. He'll hold on. 2:56 to go. In the major penalty. Panthers win the draw. They have it up high. Score! This one is officially Tyler Sillenpaugh's goal. Call it foreshadowing or what, but Sillenpaugh will get his first goal of the season. A 5-5 game, coming a minute and 33 into the period.
Panthers goal! A power play goal! His first of the season, scored by number 11, Tyler Sillenpaugh! Assisted on the play by number 23, Gannon Stiegel, and number 31, Josh Robbins. Time of the goal, 1:33. Sillenpaugh from Stiegel and Robbins at 1:33.
So both goaltenders have gotten assists in this game. Robbins, the latest one. And we are tied 5-5. 2 minutes to go. Again, this is a power play goal, and it's still continuing on the power play for the Panthers. They have a major penalty to work with. Puck taken away and cleared and sent all the way down. 1:49 to go. Power play number 7 for the Panthers. One-handed across the line for Fournier. He gets out of room and it's cleared, and the Panthers just got back into the bench. They almost had too many men on the ice. 1:24 remaining. Puck shot and racing for it is Young Menard. Lorenko in there too. Puck taken away and cleared as Blake Brzezinski was also to try to grab it for the Hawkeyes, but the Panthers with 1:03 remaining in the power play. Spin it all the way around. Cut off briefly by the goaltender Howard. Panthers have it again. Cross ice, Fournier drive, save, rebound, score! It's 6-5. Cody Lorenko will get the goal. Lorenko on the putback. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It is another power play goal. The major continues. They are 5 for 8 on the power play now. If you add those additional 2 power play goals earlier.
Power play goal scored by number 77. His 7th of the season, Cody Lorenko. Assisted on the play by number 76, Louis Fournier, and number 19, Jacob Holly. Time of the goal, 3:29. Lorenko, a power play goal, assisted by Fournier and Holly at 3:29.
35 seconds remaining in the major. And the Panthers have scored 2 on the major penalty. Remember, this carried over from period number 2. And they have 2 here. And all of a sudden, on the power play, 5 for 8. 32 seconds remaining, and the Panthers with the worst lead in hockey, 6-5, looking to get another one here. Puck to Ferguson. He gets pushed away. Into the corner now. Dropped down low. A Panther gets pinned up against the boards with 17 seconds to go. Panthers work the play up top. They get over to Fournier with 10 seconds. Fournier's pass makes it all the way, and a touch pass tried to get fed through, and it is cleared as Ferguson tried to thread the needle. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5, but the Panthers score 2 on that 5-minute major. And they take the lead here with 15:30 to go in the period. Hawley, cross center, spin around and a whoop-de-doo by Fournier. Puck flips into the netting and will get a stoppage in play. So the Panthers now with 37 shots against them, 28 they have put on Iowa in a 6-5 game. Draw one, shot, score! Neil Serrato will get his second goal of the game. His 4th of the season. It is a 7-5 lead for the Drury Panthers. This one coming at 4:34. Make that 4:44 will be the time of the goal here in the third period. Third straight goal.
Panthers goal! His 4th of the season and 2nd tonight! Scored by number 2, Neil Serrato! Assisted by number 18, Riley O'Connor, and number 23, Gannon Stiegel. Time of the goal, 4:44. Serrato from Stiegel.
So now a 7-5 lead for the Panthers. All thanks in part to that 5-minute major, which, by the way, Selmy got 5 in a game. So 15 minutes and penalties assessed to him for spearing. Panthers, getting double teamed is Labutus. Play continues. Here's Carson Hart. Across the Panther line, shot up high, missing wide. Rebound back behind the net. And we get a whistle for a stoppage in play. Face-off will stay in the Panthers zone. So now this is the first time the Panthers have led by 2. They did lead 1-0 by a goal, of course. That's been it. Panthers have it in. Lourenco with a drive save, or make that to the tip in front on the initial drive by Kane. Rebound out in front, and the official couldn't see the puck. No, it's because there's a penalty. The referee up top calls a penalty, and it goes against default. And now he just got a misconduct. DeVault gets 2 minutes and then a 10-minute misconduct. If you add all that up, 11 penalties, 41 minutes. And that is not true. It's 51 minutes, 12 penalties, 51 minutes. Another power play.
Ryan DeVault, 2 minutes for cross-checking and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalty, 6:08. DeVault, 2 minutes for cross-checking and a 10-minute misconduct.
So 12 minutes in penalties. 12 penalties, 51 minutes for the Panthers, just 5 for 10. And they've taken advantage of the power plays here today. Here's a drive in, tipped right through as Hawley. And now we're going to get another player upended. That's Young Menard, but play continues. And now Lorenko and Tiggs and Raffone are all interjecting a few things here. Face off to the right of Howard. Panthers have it. 1:18 to go in the power play. Drive in, pad, save, rebound. Moved to left wing corner. Now the right side, fanning on it is Fournier. The initial shot, that is, came from Francis Young Menard up top. He has it again. Spins it around to Hawley. Driven all the way back behind the net. Picked up on the near side. Trying to work the puck is Lorenko. Pacheski tried to steal. Panthers still have it. Now a drive in, tipped up high and wide. Pushed away, and then the backhander by Radish is cleared. So the Panthers will change. A couple of Hawkeyes change with 33 seconds remaining in the power play. And a 7-5 lead for the Panthers. Their largest lead. Here's Sillenpaw behind the net. Looking to wrap, but instead over to the right side. Now Sillenpaw with it, he shoots in, safe, rebound, loose, it's gloved down. No hand pass, Panthers keep it again. O'Connor off the boards, back behind the net to Teasdale. Teasdale with 7 seconds remaining, comes out in front, fought for it, and cleared. Past Sillenpaw and down, power play's over. We're back to 5-on-5. Hawkeyes out of their own zone. Drive comes in behind the net now. Play to the far side. 11:28 to go in the third period. Panthers cannot clear. Puck stolen. Right out in front. Good defensive stick work. Nice play by the Panthers. Stagel was there to get a stick in front. (7-5) Drury, and they have scored 5 power play goals, 2 on a 5-minute major that was assessed, that is, to Salemi. Hawkeyes, we're going to get a penalty against the Panthers as they will now go on the power play. Making his way into the penalty box. Looks like Hayden Doggett will be in.
Panthers penalty to number 14, Hayden Doggett. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 8:55. Doggett, 2 minutes for hooking at 8:55.
Meanwhile, Robbins has to make a save. .45 to go in the penalty. 7-5 is the game for the Panthers. Drive comes in behind the net, and it's cleared out. Panthers goals by Hawley, Serrato, Tisdale, Ferguson, Sillenpaw, Lourenco, and a second by Serrato. Iowa with Roush. Zillig also got a goal. DeVolk, Parisi also with goals. Now 52 seconds remaining in the power play. Panthers cannot clear. Sillenpaw fanned on it. Puck comes up high. Drive missing wide by Keeley. 38 seconds. Block in front. Good play by Schmitz, and he's able to pick it up. 2-on-1. Schmitz working pass over to Tisdale. He's a little tired, and Schmitz and Tisdale both want to go to the bench. They do. Raffone. He turns the other way for the Hawkeyes. Gets it over to the left side. Drive in. Sticked into the corner by the goaltender Robbins. We're back to 5-on-5. Drive comes in. It's deflected away. Into the corner for it to be cleared by Sillenpaw. Out to center. Here, chasing it is Abel. Looking for some help. Over to O'Connor, and he was just off his blade a little bit. Abel swings it ahead. Gets it once again, this time to O'Connor. Now out in front, and missing it is Stegel. To the corner. Backhanded out and cleared on the flip all the way down by Parisi. And we get an icing call. .32 to go in the period. Shots have been updated 42-35. Puck tipped, officials say no icing. Comes back down to the Drury zone. Panthers lead 7-5. At one point in this game, the Panthers had trailed by 2. They have turned things around here. They trailed 5-3 at one point. Puck comes in. Robbins makes the save. Rebound back behind the net. Worked into the corner. So the Panthers have scored the last 4 goals in this hockey game. 2 on a 5-minute major. Puck to the corner, and it's taken away and cleared out to center. 7:40 to go. Tisdale. He gets wrapped up in the corner. It's an interference call. Interference against the Panthers, and Tisdale will go in. 7 penalties, 14 minutes.
To number 16, Matt Teasdale. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 12:28. Teasdale, 2 minutes for interference at 12:28.
Here come the Panthers, short-handed, racing in. Stegel, he shoots, safe, rebound. Stegel trying to get possession of the puck, and he thinks better of it and clears it back out. So the Panthers can at least kill off some time. Both teams had shorthanded goals in yesterday's contest. In fact, shorthanded goals and no power play goals in yesterday's affair. Across the line for Wagner. He had a shorty yesterday, along with a even strength goal. Over to Keeley. Punched into the corner. Flipped off the glove of the defender. That was Stegel. Now stolen again and just out as racing for it was Stegel one more time. Down to 1 minute remaining in the power play. Panthers desperate here to keep the 2-goal lead. Something they fought for. Stegel with a defensive shot. It goes high. Puck into the corner once again. Keane to chase. Now 36 seconds remaining. Puck stolen again. Shorthanded scenario once again for Stegel. He will wait for the Panthers to change up and bring it back out. Everyone on side. Francis Young-Bernard gets a shot in. Panthers with great penalty killing here. Now 15 seconds remaining. Mueller with a drive, stuck into the corner once again by the goaltender. Oh, bad handoff there. Puck comes in, save, back to 5-on-5, and another save by Robbins with a player right out in front. They have a 3-on-2 if they can manage it, but it's taken away and cleared back to center. We are going to get a whistle for an offside. Offside with 5:21 to go in the period. Shots 47-37. Face-off outside the zone. And puck back in once again for Josh Robbins to hold on to it. Robbins 5-0-1 on the season. Play is won. Panthers have it. Comes out to center. Brought across the line by Tisdale. Moved over to the corner. Oh, what a drive as Ferguson gets it in a big save there by Howard. He'll hold on. So the Panthers on the doorstep here. Off the draw. Panthers cannot win, and we are in the final 5, brought to you by Cadence Insurance. Howard had to lay flat to make sure that the puck did not go in. Draw one with 4:53 to go in the period. Hawley gets slammed by Zillig, and the puck comes right out in front, and Howard will make the save. Now Hawley's not happy, getting pushed into the goaltender by Radish, and then Radish looks at him and says, "What'd you run into the goaltender for?" So the officials make themselves the authority now, as shots have been updated 48-40. Puck one taken by the Hawkeyes. Panthers able to clear it just at the line, the red line that is. Now ball across by Eltoff. .423 in the clock rolling. Puck in, Labutis. He pushes Hart into the boards. Fans react to that, and that's going to be a penalty though. Penalty will be called against the Panthers. It's going to be a cross-check. Going into the penalty box will be Labutis. 8 penalties, 16 minutes for the Panthers. Power play number 6 now. As Laputis will be called for cross-checking.
Patty Labidas, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 15:50.
Puck sent all the way down and cleared. Stagel is going to get a penalty. Put a huge hit on Mueller. Goaltender is out. Puck comes in, and Stagel may get more than just 2. We'll see what they call here. Checking from behind. A golden opportunity, a 2-man advantage for the Hawkeyes. So it's almost been handed to him on a silver platter now for the Hawkeyes. They trail by 2 with 3:14 to go.
Cannon Stiegel, 2-minute minor, pushing from behind. Time of the penalty, 16:15.
So checking from behind is the penalty. Hawkeyes with it. Look for a cross-ice pass, drive, score. That's the front end of a power play goal. It's 7-6. So the Hawkeyes clawing their way back. And this will be a goal by Brzezinski. Blake Brzezinski will get his 5th of the season. So now, their first power play goal.
Hawkeyes power play goal scored by number 16, Blake Brenchevsky, assisted by number 77, Jake Radish, and number 8, Brian Raffone. Time of the goal, 16:34. Brenchevsky from Radish and Raffone at 16:34.
So now they have a golden opportunity, trailing by 1 and a power play for 1:20 to tie the game up. Panthers in great shape until the last 2 penalties were taken late here in this 3rd period. 2:45 remains. Need to kill this off. Puck right side, now out in front. Robbins with the save. The rebound loose. It is to the left side, out in front. Raffone drive me. Missed. Rebound. It's into the corner. We're going to get a penalty. It's a slashing call, and it goes against Iowa. So we're even up for 44 seconds. Amari, who's in the box? I missed it.
I see a 7 at the end for the second number.
So 27, maybe Jack Roush.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Amari. So Roush will go. Make that 13 penalties, 53 minutes assessed to the Hawkeyes.
27, Jack Roush, 2-minute minor for slashing. Time of the penalty, 17:32.
So 35 seconds until the power play for the Panthers, and that will be number 10, believe it or not. Drive comes in, Robbins gets run into. He lost his goal stick. Officials say play on. Robbins wants to pick it up and wants to make sure everything's clear. It is. And sent back down, 1:54 to go. Now in 8 seconds, it'll be the 10th power play for the Panthers. Down to 1:45 here. So now we're back to 5-on-5. Panthers have a power play. They'll bring it in. The good thing is it'll take up the most of this period. 1:33 on the clock, 1:05 left in the power play. Drive gets blocked out in front. O'Connor with a backhander and a save by Howard. Panthers can keep it in, keep the pressure on. Drive in, tipped right in front by Ferguson and missed. Up top to Young Menard. Gets it over to Fournier, who will drop it around to O'Connor. Spin it over to the far side. Get it to Ferguson. Up high again to Young Menard. Now with 1:04 to go in the third. Puck is
There's 1
cleared.
minute remaining in regulation.
And it's cleared all the way down. Hawkeyes with a change. Here come the Panthers. They still have the power play for 24 seconds. It's out to center. And interesting, the goaltender has lost his stick. He's playing with a forward stick. Drive in and a save as we're going to get time blown down. They pull Howard right as time was called. And it looks like a timeout is being taken by Iowa. So Iowa takes the timeout. We will take a quick timeout and be right back.
How do you become the person you're really meant to be? How do you reach beyond what you thought was possible? The answer isn't about the destination. It's in the journey. It starts when you become part of something bigger, when you join a community that works together to lift each other up.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. 11 seconds left in the power play on the penalty to Jack Roush. .7 seconds on the clock. Shots 52 to 43. And the goaltender is pulled. We have an empty net. So the Panthers, with some pressure, they lead 7-6 over third ranked in the Central Iowa Hawkeyes. Power play's over. We're back to 5-on-5. Drive comes in, save, rebound, loose, and it's stuck into the corner. Empty net. Panthers cannot clear. Goaltender has been pulled, shot in through some traffic, and it's stuck into the corner by good defensive work. Now a shot up high, missing off the attempt in front. 7 seconds remaining. Puck is cleared out the center and all the way down. 2 seconds to go, and Drury comes in with a victory. It was a close one, but the Panthers pulled the victory. (7-6) is the final. (11 shots on Howard, 3-period total of 43. 18 on Robbins, 3-period total of 54. Goals by Roush and then Hawley. Serrato on the power play. Zillig made it a 2-2 game after one. Then Roush, his second. Tisdale on the power play. Parisi comes back. DeVolk also to make it a 5-3 lead for Iowa. And then the Panthers with 4 straight goals, continuing in the second. Ferguson, Sillenpaw on the power play in the third. Lorenko also on the power play. That made it a 6-5 game. Serrato with his second at 4:44 made it a 7-5 contest. And then on the first of a 5-on-3, it was Brzezinski with his fifth to make it 7-6. And that's where everything ended. Power plays, the Panthers were just awesome, if you want to call it that word. based on what we have, 5 for 10 on the power play. The Hawkeyes were 1 for 7. So the Panthers get the victory. They split with number 3 of the Central, the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. And I believe we are going to have a player of the game. So we'll wait to see who that will be.
Player of the game, the protector of the pipes, number 31, Josh Robbins!
So they're going to talk with Josh Robbins here. Apparently, once he knows he needs to come on down.
Come down here, Josh Robbins. Yeah! Let him hear you! Let him hear you! Brother, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Last night was an amazing night for you. Tonight, you get the win, an even bigger night for us, beating the number 3 team in the country. I got to ask you, what was said in the second period intermission that you guys came out on fire in the third?
We had a big penalty power play coming up, and we knew what we had to do. We had to bury a few goals to get the momentum, and we did. And this was a big weekend for the guys. We knew that we had to at least win one of the games and get them close both games. It was an awesome weekend, and the whole team really pulled together here today.
Well, Josh, you stood on your head most of the weekend, so congratulations, my brother. Enjoy your Christmas break. We'll see you in February out here. Let's hear it once again. Your Joe's Gathering Place.
So the Panthers with a 7-6 victory, and just like Kevin Klein said, the Panthers will not be back at home until February. That will be against the University of Arkansas February 17th, but a lot of road games in between Lindenwood on January 27th and 28th, and then at Maryville on February 2nd and 3rd. In fact, that will be on February 17th, the first of the final 3 home games for the remainder of the season. In fact, February 17th, but not again until March 1st and 2nd against Oklahoma State University. Iowa, on the other hand, they are off until January 12th and 13th. They'll play a couple of games against the University of Illinois, one of them at the Rosemount Outdoor Rink. They will play outdoor on January 12th. But once again, here from Jordan Valley Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is a 7-6 victory for the Drury Panthers, and the Panthers do improve their record to 11-5-2, and the University of Iowa now lose their second regulation game. They are now 12-2-1 on the season. It's been a big weekend for the Drury Panthers, big weekend for hockey in general, and we're glad that you were able to take this ride with us on Web Sports Radio. For Scott Lutzke, keeping us on the air back at home, and for Amari Johnson with our great main camera work, M. Perkins doing on-ice level camera, I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next year. Once again, the final score, 7-6, the Drury Panthers over the University of Iowa in Game 2. So long, everyone.